Listen, it's on you. They can see you. They heard that too. I can't believe you do something like that.
What, badmouth this podcast? Are you crazy? I do it all the time.
I can.
The
Not
least
even a consummate professional.
The least professional podcast on YouTube.
And you're supposed to be the most professional.
No, I never made that claim. That's for Casey over there.
I'm pretty sure you did.
He's a consummate professional. You're the most professional.
Not even kind of.
No, lies.
And propaganda.
Just, I mean,
propaganda lies.
in this instance, I'm pretty sure I'm guilty by association. Like, not professional by association.
Slander. Oh.
You're saying
it's not. First of all, the truth cannot defame, Playboy.
The truth can always deflame.
That's not even the right word.
What did you say?
Defame.
Deflame?
Yeah.
Walk a flock to flame, okay?
I can say whatever I want if it's accurate.
Lies.
It's not a lie.
That's not.
In this country, it's absolutely not a lie. Oh. Now, in Britain, where they're arresting people for tweets, it's kind of problematic.
What about Soviet Russia?
I think I'd be fine in Soviet Russia.
Oh, okay.
I think they love him there.
You'd be fine in Soviet Russia?
Yeah.
He'd make him so much money.
I think the ways in which I step outside the social norms would be acceptable in Russia.
Oh, who do you work for? KGB? FSB?
Facebook?
Huh? Facebook? Who do you work for?
All right, are we bringing camera on? Is that happening?
I'm waiting on him.
Fuck that bitch.
You know how this works.
I said it.
I mean, we're outside 30 seconds, so I don't really care.
That is true.
Hi, Monica. Welcome.
Hi, Lane. Thank you for having me.
Did you just get back into town like
2
hours ago?
Literally.
Okay.
2 hours ago.
I'm sorry.
I landed, drove home, ate some dinner, and drove here.
I mean, I do appreciate the eating of the dinner.
Yes, well.
Since we're having you smoke and,
when I'm drinking whiskey and smoking with the boys, I should probably have some food in my tummy.
I should have got some single malt for you, but I didn't.
Oh, it's okay.
Do you guys want to know what we're drinking while we're waiting for Cam? I don't even have a way to finish that.
I can tell you. Booze.
Yeah.
Booze. Guns.
All right, so the warm-up whiskey is Blanton's at, 95-ish right now.
I saw it for 98 in Sacramento.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Total Wine in Sac?
And the third whiskey is C923, the Elijah Craig Barrel Proof that was like the oldest in a couple years, the only one that was any good for a while.
Was that the last of it?
No, I got a little bit left.
Okay.
And that was 72-ish.
This is
it's not bad.
So this is a good bottle of Elijah Craig.
The goal basically is to say if the middle one is better or worse, and then give it a number. And
what is the number scale?
Well,
1 to 5, 1 to 10, 1 to 7, 1 to 2.
One to infinity.
So just use the numbers that we use that we're not allowed to say what they actually are because it's YouTube as the reference point.
Okay.
And then just say if it's higher or lower ranked than those.
Okay.
I thought that was for cigars. I thought we only did the other thing.
No, it's same for whiskey.
Sad.
It is sad.
Hey, I took that test finally, so that blip will go away in 90 days.
What test?
The test that we got a warning.
Oh, you have to take a test?
Yes,
I didn't know that.
You have to take a test.
You left that part out.
No, you have to take a test, and then you have to answer questions, like one of those really boring sexual harassment workplace things, and you have to get them all right with 100%, and then now in 90 days, it'll go away.
How many questions was it?
7.
And you got 100%?
Yeah.
Well, of course he did.
Well, I had to read 3 of the terms of services front to back.
What's this test for?
To get us on, to get the penalty taken away.
The YouTube jail that we were in. Yes.
I was about to say, you should have sent our lawyer in. Our lawyer could have had this.
It was more like YouTube probation.
Yeah.
I got out on bail. I was fine.
Was it super secret double probation?
No, it was just like...
Not yet.
It was really bad questions too. It was like, so
mess up again.
Jimmy posts this video of blank. Was he right or wrong? According to the terms of service. And then you had to be like, right?
Jimmy was wrong.
And then there's one, it was like, yeah, you were almost right, but it's a 2-parter. And I was like, you bastard. It was bad. But I did it. I passed. We're good.
All right.
I didn't know we had to do that.
So in 90 days, we can say more inappropriate things and just get back on the warning list.
I can't see the chat sitting here. I'll put it on my phone.
It's just Sean.
Is it just Sean?
It's just Sean.
Is that who that is?
How is Sean doing?
Yeah.
Is he still mad that I made fun of Canada?
Well, I mean, you're not invited to any of the parties.
I've never been invited to any of the parties. It's fine.
Or to Canada.
No, you were, but then you decided to really get on the mullet of the North Americas, and so now you're off the list.
Hey, he is a very big fan of the Blueberry Bulldogs. Sudbury Blueberry Bulldogs.
Sudbury Blueberry Bulldogs.
Dan Shores. I mean, with the other one. Damn, I forgot it.
There we go.
Letterkenny. There we go.
I was just in Canada yesterday.
Oh, yeah? How's that?
Oh, it was beautiful.
That sounds like a
I
Cameron.
thought I smelt maple.
I smuggled it over.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
When did you invite me, Sean?
He did the last time we all got together, but you were covering the shop.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So that one's not on him.
It's not my fault.
We had
I
delicious.
was making accommodations
Yeah.
for the Armstrong.
We had delicious barbecue though.
Of course you did. Weren't you supposed to bring me some back?
Yeah, we ate it all.
It's like the third time.
You should have known that was going to
Shocker,
happen.
Casey ate it all.
Look, next time I'll bring you some.
Now,
Or you could just come next time. We'll just close. You can just come.
I mean,
You can fight Logan for it.
but that's if he's invited anymore.
Yeah, me and Sean got big backs. We gotta eat big.
Okay.
You there, Cameron?
I'm here.
Yeah, he's doing his Darth Vader impression. Could you hear him?
I
you
heard
guys
the
doing?
fan. I'm pretty sure that's what that sound was.
And that was the wind.
You know, at some
I
point we're
turned
gonna have to
down
do
the fan.
shorts on Kevin.
I have nothing to say. I'm a horrible person.
Nobody
wants to
just
hear
post
from me.
like
Look at this
25
thing.
seconds of Kevin being silent,
Just
hitting buttons.
Awkward.
You could just look at me. I'm nothing to look at. Look, this is your time right here.
Can we play
just
that?
fine.
I have the best. Look, see, look, nothing to say right now. I did see though. It was kind of interesting. There was this short that I saw that came on, and it was a guy. What?
First, Josephus is a lying son of a.
You know he is. Why would you even believe it?
Maybe he's trying to turn over a new leaf.
He's not.
Maybe he's
No.
trying to get in the program.
No.
No.
Okay. Maybe he's at Gamblers Anonymous.
What does that have to do with his comments?
I don't know. He's taking a gamble. I don't fucking know.
He's trying to make inappropriate comments because a lady's on the podcast. Apparently,
Oh, I see how it is.
that's what it is.
Yeah, whatever. You got that's like half the podcast or your comments, Josephus.
Exactly.
Bowman, how has your hostel not been blown up yet?
Yeah, well, I mean, as it turns out, the funniest part about this is the guy who is now the prime minister, hilariously enough, is the same guy that I think it was 6 years ago or 5 years ago, he was saying that the reason why COVID came to even started was because of white people, and that we're all filthy and none of us shower. This is all he said this in public, and so you can literally look up his statements. And he said that we run from our home countries because we're filthy liars, and we come to their beautiful country, and we brought COVID to them. And he's like openly racist towards everybody that's not Thai in any way, aside from Chinese people. He loves Chinese and he loves Thai.
I mean, with the right sample size, Bowman, I did just have to deal with the Burning Man exodus.
That
en
is
masse.
true. And you're there.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
And
that's clean dirt, though.
they are white and they're dirty and they need a shower. So you're not really helping.
It's true. But yeah, it's only 100,000 people. But the best part is now the guy he appointed to be the deputy prime minister was a convicted heroin smuggler in Australia who did 4 years in prison there, came back to Thailand, said it never happened, said that the Australian government was lying, that he was a high-level businessman in Australia the whole time, and the Thai people believe him.
Well, of course they're gonna believe him. I mean,
The
they didn't
old-
believe you, but that's a different story.
The old Shaggy approach. Wasn't me.
Here's what I'm gonna need you to do when you go to Burning Man next time, Cameron. I'm gonna print up, I don't know, 150,000 leaflets about the public dangers of going nose deaf, and I'm gonna need you to pass them out on the last day.
No, We know a guy with a plane. We could just airdrop him.
We do, in fact.
That is true.
Just do a camp. It's Operation Nosebleed.
Yeah.
Operation Take a Bath.
Yeah, just give everybody baby powder to smoke or just to snort. Sorry.
Wow.
No better.
They'll fall for it.
That's terrible.
Hello, other human.
Oh, this is Monica.
Hi.
Monica, this is Cameron. He's in Cambodia.
That is true.
He's
Monica.
not a human. He's
That
a meat
answers my
popsicle.
question.
His favorite things are rotten fish heads and porridge rice.
Fish eye
Hey,
soup.
And dubstep.
Not even, to be fair, Cameron tried really, really hard that Thanksgiving to eat that fish eye soup, and I don't even think he was buying it.
Well, he made it. I wouldn't either.
Okay, so that's that predates the fish heads in where I actually ended up having to really eat them.
I know you should have been fine at that eventuality. Like, you'd already suffered.
That wasn't so bad. It was the fish heads, the fermented fish heads stuff was pretty gross because there was nothing but just bone and eyeball.
Listen, there was some slurp juice in there.
Better or worse than, what is the fermented, is it fermented shark meat?
Yes.
Yes.
In the yellow tin can
Yeah.
from Iceland.
Yeah.
The foulest stench in the known universe.
Isn't it similar to like gefilte fish?
No, gefilte fish is actually edible. This fermented shark fish, no.
Okay.
No.
Apparently, it clears out a room as soon as you open the can.
It doesn't just clear out a room. It clears out a country. I don't know why we don't just deploy them off planes somewhere and be like, here you go. Someone's curious enough to open that motherfucker up. They're going to be like, oh, God, what have I done?
What have I done?
I got the perfect places to send it.
That shit should come with a fucking biohazard warning, okay?
Oh, the Thais would probably rub it on themselves as an aphrodisiac, man, knowing them.
Christian, we have no idea what we're talking about today.
Fermented shark meat and pangolin scales.
Yeah, exactly. Along with my this is the infant 10-minute podcast hatred moment for Thailand.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it usually starts.
Yeah.
Christian
so-
is completely lost at this point. Rightfully so.
Christian, this is Monica.
Hello, Christian.
Sour strumming? Is that what it's? I don't want to know. I probably shouldn't have said that on the podcast.
You shouldn't.
Ooh, you said a dirty word.
Elaine finally got popped with one.
That's right.
You should.
Well, for a second, I
bad.
thought it was the name of the fermented shark, and then I realized it was Josephus, and it was probably not.
60-40 was accurate.
My mom is calls me up the other day, Elaine, and she's like, "Hey," and I'm like, "What's up?" She's like, "When did Lane get famous?" And I was like, "What? What are you talking about?" She was like, she goes, she's like, "Well, I don't know why, but every time now I go on my phone and I like to watch movies. And when I'm scrolling through, all of a sudden there's Lane yelling at me about something that has to do with the government." And I was like, "That's because he's running for the governor of Nevada, man."
Oh, God. She was the last person that needed to know that.
You got your first voter.
I got to make sure she goes and re-registers back in Nevada.
Well, there's one vote you'll get.
I mean, about 4 days from now, the whole state's going to know.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, with her? Yes. That's for sure. And every drug dealer in South Lake Tahoe through my deplorable sister.
See, now you have to actually run
False.
because she knows she's going to put it out there.
Inaccurate.
Look, just run, but don't do any campaigning.
I'm literally not doing campaigning. I'm not going to be responsible for the campaign.
Listen.
Probably Cameron is from a foreign country.
So
You're already
wait,
campaigning.
hang on. I
You
want to
just
get this
don't
straight.
know.
So if we put in all the legwork and we file all the paperwork and you somehow win because it's Nevada and it's really squirrely, are you just going to accept the office then and be like, shit, I don't know how the fuck I got here?
I get a phone call one day, or I look at the results on election night. Like,
Yeah.
Oh,
You'll be like,
wait, hold on. How did that happen?
In a landslide victory.
even people that have never met him have voted
I mean,
for him.
I would open the press conference with a Top Gear clip, and on that terrible bombshell,
You have Holdren up there doing his best macho man. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, lane. Stay in your
But
lane.
listen, he's gonna have to spin the circles and talk to the wall a couple of times.
The cream of the crop.
Dude, I was watching those videos back, man, and I was like, how, like, the amount of cocaine that those guys must have been on is just so astronomical that it's like Robert Downey Jr. must have been like, how?
Oh yeah, no. We're not dropping confetti. We're dropping little mini creamers. I'll give them little parachutes.
Because it's the cream. Rise to the top.
No, Christian, she is not my wife. She's just a great worker and friend that is around here usually.
Oh, that's like really nice. That's gross.
That was really nice.
I know.
Yeah, makes me want to
Listen, I've never said
giving Kevin a
anything
lot of
nice
credit
to you.
there.
I can give you something every once in a while, at least on TV.
Why start now?
No, I don't think Kevin's wife would ever be this close to me on purpose.
Oh yeah, that'd be hilarious if it came true.
Well, she would if she was trying to strangle you.
That is true.
I still love that story of you guys just rolling up to her house and she's like, who the fuck?
Monica doesn't know that story.
She knew
know that
exactly
story.
who we were. She knew exactly who we
She
were.
knew who Casey was when he popped out of the car. He's like, "Oh, Casey." She's like, "You? Who the fuck are you?"
Who's this motherfucker?
I think she's only ever met you the one time in here.
No. In the garage when we were smoking later.
Well, yeah, that was after the fact.
Yeah.
But what I said before that, before she
Oh,
Said
I don't know
some
that I
shit
ever
to
met
you.
her in here before that.
I thought we came in one time.
I don't think I was here.
Yeah.
I don't know. She's been up here a couple times, but I don't ever think like
I've never
there's been
met
a
her.
crossing of paths.
Oh, so I've been that lucky
Yeah.
until that one day.
Until that one day.
Then I got really
One
lucky.
day. There's always that one day.
I know. It was amazing. It was a good story. I wasn't there for it, sadly. I got all the aftermath. I got harassed by my wife. He told me what happened. I'm like, good God, what did you do, man? I'm going to have to hear this.
Josephus, you're starting to sound like Casey there.
What? Why?
Fake emotion.
Well, it's not fake. It's
Faux
it's
motion.
drama. Okay.
Faux motion.
Come on, baby,
it's
do the
acting,
faux motion
okay?
with Casey.
Acting.
What are you guys smoking?
I'm an actor.
Monica, what are you smoking? I'm curious.
I am smoking a Shady Moose.
Oh, are you?
Caribou.
Casey conned you into it?
No, I chose it because
She picked it. She's a big girl.
Yeah,
Okay.
I haven't seen it in there yet.
Oh, it's been in there for a while.
I know. Well, I haven't been in there in a while.
Oh, what's wrong with you? You should be going in there.
And before Josefa says it, no, her last name is Lewinsky.
It could
Speaking
be
of
now.
what do you do for a
Don't
living,
tell
Monica?
anyone,
Aside from
Josephus.
shattering people's knees, what are you up to? Who are you? Tell us about you.
I'm just a friend of the family. I hang out. I try and hang out in the cigar shop every now and then.
She's the shop's pimp.
Hashtag
Finally, we
fact.
know where Lane makes the money.
Someone has to corral all the ladies.
I got to pay for this campaign somehow.
This campaign starts on its knees.
Oh,
That's what the girls are for.
How else are we gonna make the miners happy?
I thought we were all gonna. I figured we'd all do it through gambling and just make sure that we don't give Holdren any money.
Oh no, that's how we launder it.
Yeah.
We don't make it that way. We launder it.
Yeah.
Come on.
Oh, man.
I'm
There's so
going to
much
be
of
honest,
that in
man.
this country.
If we needed to start a shady enterprise, Holdren is definitely the fall guy.
Holdren
For
Incorporated.
sure.
Yeah, I'll run out of Sharky's tips. It's great. Just go in and tip this guy $50. He'll be figured out when you walk out the door.
Listen,
It's just
there
like,
is
wait, what? What?
there is
Why?
not a federal agent in the world that wouldn't believe that Sharky's is laundering money.
Oh, dude. Oh man, I was watching. What's that guy? I was going to ask you guys this, Lane and Kevin specifically. That guy that's got the tattoos on his eyelids that's everywhere now. That's a gambler. What's this guy's story? He seems to be on every his YouTube
Oh,
reels
the
are everywhere.
fucking the jackass who's always like, I traded my chips and they took $1 million from me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I played Pai Gow for 3 days and I walked out of there with $30 million because I'm the shit.
Took the jet, took all the extras.
He says things that sound a lot like conspiracy theories.
It does.
He's like, I know the rules. I know how this works.
I know how casinos work, and let me tell. This is how you win money. And I'm like, bro, anyone who wins money in casinos is not blasting about how they do it on fucking YouTube, you piece of shit.
Listen, he's making extra money that way and getting more clout.
He's always got those
But
stupid
I mean, so
fucking
what
vape
is
pens.
his actual story?
I have
Like,
no
what is this
idea.
guy?
I've seen the same clips that you have,
We've chosen not to investigate.
and I don't know anything about him.
It just came out of nowhere. It was like all of a sudden he's everywhere. Like,
Yeah,
I was
it
like,
started
what?
about like
That
2
said,
3 months ago.
Casey, that said, I bet Phil knows him.
Oh, I bet.
Oh yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Is there somebody named Filthy Phil that I'm not aware of?
We could leave it there. Yeah.
yeah, it works for me.
Hey, Warren.
I can't dox Phil, but you'd have to meet him. He's actually an incredibly interesting guy, and he's a lot like James used to be,
Ooh.
and that he was there for sure. He knows too much. What his role in was when he was there, I do not know.
Yeah.
Uh,
Like he was the valet attendant for some shady shit.
Yeah, I don't know, but he's definitely connected.
But he's been there.
Yeah.
You're not sure how.
He was in the room. I'm just not sure what the capacity was.
Yeah, he was
of that.
he was a waiter, maybe just
Yeah.
serving drinks in the background.
yeah, I was just trying to figure it out because all of a sudden there was only two things on my YouTube scrolling: the guy with tattoos on his eyelids
And
talking
Lane.
about the billions and millions of dollars, and the soon-to-be new governor of Nevada. Those were the only two things that I could see, and it literally looks like you're the governor in that clip, dude.
Does
'Cause
it
you're
really?
talking about, oh, it's so
Oh yeah,
fantastic.
was it the casino one?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like you
100%.
literally
100%. You're
sound
just-
like you are the governor of Nevada.
You're like basically just directing the generals of Vegas on how they need to be running their shit.
So good, dude. Like I just sat there watching it on the shitter, man. I was like, whoa, he really does look like the governor. Like we might have created a real ass monster
We've
over
made
here.
a monster.
That
No,
one.
it's legit. Is that your TikTok camera angle? Is that what that angle is?
Yeah.
Wow. that thing-
Tonight it's not on me, it's on Casey. But yeah, that's a TikTok camera.
Oh, wow.
Casey's got to
Okay,
make
yeah, I
some
mean,
out there comments now. Somehow.
How out there am I allowed to go?
Don't get us
Please
canceled.
don't encourage
So,
him.
Spinal Tap.
Spinal
Am I
Tap,
going
yeah.
to 11?
Further, you remember the one episode where I got all the way to like the last 30 seconds and then flubbed?
And then we had to watch that
Yeah.
part.
Actually, have you ever seen Small Soldiers
Yeah.
or Toy Soldiers? The
No, you're
the
right.
the
It's
movie.
Small Soldiers.
Yeah, the movie with the
Gorgons.
the Gorgons and the GI Joes that come alive.
I
Yeah.
have not seen that.
Oh, well, there's a movie.
it's from the
It's like
90s.
yeah, it's 90s.
I seem to remember a trailer for it.
Yeah. But if you didn't know, the like creatures, the Gorgons, are all voiced by the guys from Spinal Tap.
Oh,
And
yeah?
the soldiers are all voiced by the guys from Hogan's Heroes.
I'm sure you'd enjoy it if you were a kid still. You might enjoy it now just because you know that little tidbit.
But Lane was never a kid. He's government issued.
I know.
How many times we have to go over this?
I know. I could dream that there was a kid.
No one has seen him since before the age of 18. Okay, that's when he was introduced to the world.
I mean, his creators did. They were making him.
Nope.
I literally work with people that I knew before I was 18.
No, you just think you knew them.
You just tell stories like that.
Yeah,
Doesn't mean it's
Implanted
true.
memories.
those are memories that are implanted. Okay.
It's Rick and Morty style over there.
You're like, yeah, I remember when we went. They're like, I don't remember you in high school. You're like, no, we were there. They're like, I don't think so, man. You're like, trust me, I was there. I would know.
All right, wait, let's finish this up. Casey, what are you smoking?
A cigar.
Looks a little faulty in the burn, if I'm being honest.
It's a Rocky Patel.
Okay. Is it a box press?
No, 6x60.
Okay.
It's
Is
the
it?
ed- it's
It's
the
the
edge.
edge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the edge.
Kevin.
Sadness.
I am
sure.
finishing off a Macanudo green label.
Macanudo.
Yeah, Inspirato green label. I like those.
Fancy.
It was a Toro this time.
Ooh.
And then the next one is the one that you guys had, La Caladera. Hold on, I gotta read this again. I gotta get new glasses apparently. Mold. Calaveras.
Yeah, this is the crown head.
The crown
Crown-
head,
the crown
yeah.
head.
This is the one we talked about. Somebody suggested to us, right?
Yeah, so they're the old CAO guys that didn't want to work for the company once it got bought. And then they went and started their own company.
Fair. That makes sense.
Yeah,
Why am I doing-
what was that echo?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
That was random.
It's Bowman.
It's
I
Bowman.
didn't like
Yeah.
the 2020.
It's
So
the
these are
guy in
all
Cambodia.
what we have are limited in sample packs. I didn't like the 2024 so much. The 2023 was good.
Which one's this one?
Is it dark? That's the 2024.
And
That's out of the white.
this is the one out of the black.
Oh
This is
yeah.
the white.
So the white's the 23.
23.
Yeah, that's the 24.
24.
Yeah,
Okay.
every year they make a different blend.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's 5, I think. But I could only get the last 2. So
Fair.
I don't know what that
I finally
means.
found a
Josephus.
cigar shop.
Did you? Was there anything good there?
No. It was one of those, like, I was in Phnom Penh in the capital down there for a DJ set, and I was like, okay, this place is supposed to be a cigar lounge. I'm gonna check it out. And so I go into it and I walk in and I'm like, where is the fucking humidor? Like, what? And so it looks like a nice enough place. They've got a bunch of different like types of, high-end bourbon, and I'm like, okay, this could probably be the spot where I'm looking for. And then I'm looking around, and what do I find finally is a clear, like, plexiglass mini case, like they used to have at Tahoe Tom's or whatever.
Got it.
Like they have on
Yeah.
the casino
With a
floor
bunch
at
of, like,
Harris.
Yeah.
The gas
Yeah.
station ones.
Oh yeah, worse.
And it
then-
contained.
King Edward's, and a Cohiba of some unknown kind that looked like it was probably here during the war.
Okay.
Which one?
I just had that orange band with like the old school style, like it's the Cubana ones almost, but it was like the wrapper was just coming off, just hanging out in
What-
there, just like
what a
hanging to the side, flopping
fantastic
like my dad's really bad comb
autocorrect.
over in the wind.
Christian just had.
Yeah, I read that comment. I didn't even look at the name. I read that comment and totally thought it was Josephus.
Oh my god. That was-
Autocorrect.
That
for
was
the win.
hilarious. I wonder what he's been typing more of.
Oh man.
Hey
That
man,
is,
whatever floats your boat there, Christian. No judgment here.
men of culture no more, my friend.
Even men of culture deviate sometimes.
A lot of them do.
Quite right.
Hey now, stay in your lane. You never deviate.
Yeah. Never do.
Lane Hagen for governor of Nevada.
Just every chance he gets.
It'll be interesting what Monica's role in the cabinet will be. You look like you fit the part.
We already confirmed that she's not a Lewinsky.
Definitely not a Linsky.
No, but have you ever seen Police Academy?
All right.
Oh man.
Just to finish up the circle, I'm smoking one of Ron's precious blends.
How is it?
It's good.
Is it precious?
After he got the construction right,
My
it's good.
precious.
Good to hear.
I mean, I will say, so it's Ron, right? This is the
You.
sensational series.
Yes.
Oh.
It's sensational flavors.
Yeah.
Can you say sensational one more time, please?
Little more,
I'm
little more
afraid-
bass.
I'm afraid now.
Lane for governor.
Sensational.
Sensational. Exactly.
Sensational.
Monica, you nailed it. Sensational.
No, it's good. I'm pretty happy with it. The price is good. Like the flavor is good. It holds up. I'm a fan. I tried the other night. I smoked it after. Oh, he's got to do work.
Uh-oh.
What's going on?
It's unfreezing.
Kevin's doing work.
Nope. That doesn't sound
Robot lane.
Or Elaine.
good. Elaine.
That's not right. Cameron just got that.
It sounds like the replacement for Siri on your phone.
Elaine, can you help me?
Fuck off. Do it
Siri does
yourself.
not listen to the Monstralian. The Monstralian Siri does not understand her, and it's so funny to watch her get frustrated by it because it just no matter what she'll be like, "Hi Siri," and tries to get it to answer. It never does, and then I'll just be like, "Hey Siri," and then it's like, "How can I help you?" And she's like, "Fuck you." It does not understand Australian, dude.
If Siri doesn't understand females, then maybe, because I ask her questions all the time and she does absolutely nothing for me. It's easier for me to just type it in and do it myself.
I was just going to say she refuses to work with prison inmates.
Also true.
I'm not an inmate right now.
She's
Same
like,
here.
I got my ankle bracelet removed.
They let me go into Canada yesterday, okay?
Somehow.
Did you actually
They
get
didn't
off the
let me.
plane, or did you just get to go? There's a difference.
I walked across the border.
I do have a question. Some questions.
Okay.
So, have you had any of those crazy things that happen on your plane with people? Just the interactions where they lose their mind?
Fortunately, no.
She doesn't work for Spirit.
Didn't American Airlines have an issue one time at one point?
No, never.
No, fine.
No. There's the one that's sponsored by UFC. That's United.
I've had a plane fall apart while I'm on it, which was quite fun.
Dude, some of the videos of the wings
So
and
have I.
engines mid-flight are terrifying.
I feel like half of those are Southwest.
No.
Yeah, Monica's like, don't say that.
Just the way they shake. Like you get in the plane, it's just an hour and a half flight. Not even that to Vegas, and the whole time it's just fucking
It's
shaking,
48
and you're like, what the hell?
minutes. It's 48 minutes.
So about an hour, yeah.
I like when people are sitting there and they look out the wing and there's just like duct tape on something and you're like, oh
you
yeah,
see it flapping.
I feel really safe right now.
Why do you think I don't get on planes? I don't trust that.
The Australian was on a plane in Banda Arce, and the door came off. It came the fuck off and flew off. And then the person that was like the flight attendant was like standing, holding themselves on the door, apparently, and like, "Don't worry, everything's okay. You're gonna be fine."
If I fly
This
out,
happens
grab the
all
parachute.
time.
You might want to put on your
seatbelt.
seatbelt.
That
Yeah, yeah.
happened on Alaska with the new Max 8s.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, Boeing's quality control, yeah, questionable.
It's okay.
What?
She wore her brown skirt.
Quality control? Get out of here. Boeing doesn't pay for that and they got those budget cuts.
Yeah. I don't know what Boeing's doing right now.
Nobody does.
They're behind on production. They're not releasing any new aircrafts. Everybody has aircraft orders put in. They already had to
I know
sell one of
Cambodia
their
has 15.
subsidiaries to put money back into Boeing. Yeah, I don't know what they're doing.
Apparently, Josephus has trained his AI to laugh when he cries.
Well, stop crying.
That's a
Wow.
good AI. So that thing that I was talking about had to do with ChatGPT, and it was a question that asked, "How, if you were the devil, how would you corrupt the young generation's minds?"
TikTok.
Oh,
It kind of went
Wow.
through similar things. Like it basically said it would use technology to get them to the point where they need that constant dopamine, and they need that constant fix, making them to where they're not really learning anything. Everything has to be instant, otherwise they're not going to do it. So it was corrupting them that way, is what I was hearing. I should send you guys the video.
So TikTok.
Roughly, yeah.
So
TikTok, video games will deal with that. I mean, especially when you sit there and just leave your kids here, watch TV, play video games. Go do that. Leave me alone. Let's not go outside. Let's not play board games. Let's not have a conversation.
I'm going to be honest, I would have been more impressed if it just quoted Johnny Ringo from Tombstone.
I mean,
I already did it.
they already did it. But that's not in my mind. That's not AI right now. That's us doing that to ourselves.
Well, that's been a thing ever since Fight Club. You know?
Yeah.
Remember, you just splice in that one little half a scene.
I did that, man. That definitely. I think Lane was around.
I was around for that.
My favorite one, man, I'll never forget that, was I had cut out a scene from Original Sin, Angelina Jolie, and it's like right at the moment when her tit is just there, and Antonio Banderas is going up to like put it in his mouth, and she's like, and I cut out like 30 frames of it just to have it. And then we had this movie come through called The Princess Diaries. And I was like, this is my time to shine. So I go through, and I cut in three frames, right? And I put it in there, and I played it on the first, like, the 10 o'clock show, the first ever showing of it, totally sold out. And it was like so fast that I was like unsatisfied, right? So I was like, no, there's no way they saw that. So I'm like, I'll up it to 5, right? 5 should be enough. That's 5 is like, it's 24 frames per second, so that should be pretty good. And so 5 comes through, and it's like, that's all you hear, and then no heads turned or anything, and I'm like, okay, well, we're coming up on the 7 o'clock set tonight. I'm just gonna go ahead and go with 15, right? So
In frustration, he jumped too far.
Way too far.
So I didn't. That part of me forgot that there's 24 frames in 1 second, and how long 1 second actually is.
Yeah.
So, by this time, we've moved up the print to the biggest house. There's 283 tickets sold to this thing. I'm standing there, and I see it coming. You can see the 35 millimeter coming along, and I see it, and I'm like, this is going to be so good. And I'm watching through, and then it was like slow-mo to me. It was like, and like it's a full-on, like, and then every parent in the whole place just turns around and looks at the projection. And I'm just standing there like, and then I went and I took it out and I put it back down to 5, and I was like, okay, that's enough. Thought I got away with it. And then the one projectionist who I thought would never turned me in for it. And I'll never forget the call from Lober, dude. It's like, it's like 8 o'clock in the morning. I get my phone's ringing. I'm like, hello. And he's like, Bowman? I'm like, yeah. And he's like, get into the office now. You know what it's about. I'm like, yeah,
you know why.
I come down there. I walk in, and he's like, really? I mean, really? Like, of all the things. He's like, do you have any idea how gnarly Disney's Warriors are? He's like, I cut it into the part where the woman, or whatever her name is doing the parade, and there's the little girl that's like homeless or whatever, and she's like, you're a princess too. I cut it in right there. Right. So the other thing I learned from that day is, just like a DJ, you got to find out your phrasing and your timing when you drop in a track. You know what I mean? It was like, oh, don't worry, you're 2. Oh, dude, it was so bad. But yeah, that was good times.
See? We've been doing it ever since.
I almost got it. Somehow they couldn't fire me anyway, so I was all right,
You were just testing the bounds.
So you work on planes, Monica?
Yeah. Yes, I do.
Nice.
I'm a flight attendant.
A flight attendant. Mm-hmm. Nice. So what are your thoughts on the old term for it?
The stewardesses?
Yeah, does that piss you off?
No, it doesn't piss me off because I was never a stewardess.
But if you were, you would be pissed off.
No. I don't know. I think I wish we could go back to the old times, the good old days where you could have steak and lobster and champagne and
smoke on the plane.
Yeah, smoking on the plane.
You belong on this podcast.
I feel like you
Sure.
still can. That's just a different kind of flight attendant.
Private.
Yeah.
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 She prefers chief executive of the Mile High Club. Thank you very much.
Man, I can tell you, there's a difference to every airline and their flight attendants, and the worst by far that I have ever had to encounter are Chinese, like China Eastern Airlines. Oh my Lord, they're the meanest human beings. I don't know what it is about them that has just made them have. Oh, they're brutal.
Sit down, take your peanut.
So I was on a flight back from Thailand. Take no peanut. No, dude, they don't even want you to have the peanuts. They look at you like you're begging for peanuts. They don't want to give those to you. And dude, I was like, I was on this flight back from Thailand, and the China Eastern. I didn't book it. This is when I should have known that my ex-girlfriend wasn't right for me. I allowed her to book the flights, and she booked me on China Eastern. And I get on the plane and I'm like, okay, sit down. I order one beer. I have the one beer. They come by. I order a second beer. Then I start a movie. And about half an hour in, I decide to order another beer. The woman comes over and she straight up is like, no, you could have too much drink already. And I was like, well, no. She's like, you drunk. And I'm like, no, I'm sorry, miss. I'm 6'2", and it's been an hour and a half, and I've had 3 beers. Trust me, I am not drunk. And she's like, oh, you want to cause problem? You cause problem. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, nope, no, no, no. And then the whole plane's looking at me, and I'm just like, oh, great, this is fantastic. A prison in another place that I don't want to be.
You're probably the tallest person on the aircraft, also.
Oh, for sure, I definitely was. And the best one I ever did that flew though was Etihad. That man, they were rolling up and they're like, I'm like, what do you guys have for beer? And they're like, we have this, but we also have an 18-year-old Highland Scotch. And I'm like, and how much is that? And they're like, oh, it's complimentary, sir. And I'm like, I'll take that, please. They pour me a glass of that. And I'm like just sipping Highland Scotch, and mind you, this is the next flight after the China Eastern one. So I'm like,
So you're already drunk.
yeah.
You've already had
I'm
3
always-
beers. You're already drunk.
To be fair, I was in a walking state of drunk for a very long time anyway. But
High functioning.
Oh, absolutely. And
In more ways than one.
I was just expecting them to flip out at me, so I went into the back, right, instead of calling them over. And I was like, okay, I wonder where that Dewar's, I think it was Dewar's. And I was like, where's that Scotch at? And I'm like, I go into the back and I can see it through the little open door. And I'm like, thinking I'm going to get away with it. I go over there and I sneak over and I go to open the door. And then I hear a voice from behind me and it's a guy. And I'm like, oh no, this is going to be bad. This is going to be bad. And I'll turn around and he's like, oh, sir, would you like some more Dewar's? And I was like, oh, yeah, sorry. He's like, you don't have to get it yourself. It's a full service airline. And I was like, oh, okay. And he's like, he was kind of like, he was gay and whatever. And he was like, you want to hang out back here? Like, you can hang out with all of us. And I was like,
You fit right in.
yes.
See, he wanted you in his Mile High Club.
Exactly. So I ended up just like in the back of this plane for 8 hours. I drank a whole bottle of scotch, just hanging out with the flight attendants from all over the world. Funny people, man. But yeah, that's the difference between China Eastern and Etihad. But I imagine which airline? Oh, you shouldn't say that on this podcast. Probably.
I will not be saying that. No.
Never mind. We'll just say she works for China Eastern. That's
Perfect.
there we
Sounds
go.
good.
Do you do international or only domestic like stuff? Do you is what's like? Are people as crazy as they seem to me on planes?
On the videos I've seen, like I was telling Kevin, I haven't had any.
She's on all the normal flights.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's boring.
I fortunately deal with like a bunch of
Canadians.
geriatric people coming on and off aircrafts, and an occasional drunk person here or there. Sometimes,
Dude.
some diarrhea on an aircraft. That was great, lovely.
I wish we
during
could get
boarding.
Cecil on this podcast. He's a pilot. He smokes down at the shop in Reno, and we would never get a word in.
Yeah.
He
Elvis
would
Presley
just come.
haircut,
He
right?
would just and the shirt unbuttoned to his stomach.
All the way down.
Oh, sexy.
The guy thinks he is.
Does he have a mustache too?
He does
Like,
nothing. No, he's clean shaven. Does nothing but complain about the ridiculousness that happens on his flights. Like he must get every bad flight in existence. It's amazing.
unless he just, brings that persona with him
He-
when he enters
he
the
does
aircraft
have-
and encourages the drama like Casey does.
He does have a chaotic
What?
energy about him.
I'm chaotic neutral. Thank you very much.
I feel like that's lies.
Chaos neutral.
Truth.
Josephus, that's right. Christian, you keep him in line in there in the chat. We'll have none of that about the great governor of Nevada. That is enough. You've gone too far, sir.
He does. Christian wants you to clip Kevin's peanut line and drop it into a DJ track.
And then eat a peanut.
I can do that. I can clip that.
Consider it done.
I thought when I read that, I'm like, don't clip that.
Dude,
Make
there's
me
the best. My
famous.
favorite DJ one ever is like there's this Indian DJ who's doing this massive wedding it's got to be in Vegas somewhere, and he's doing this really great build up, and he's got the clip of Kamala Harris where she's like, "Don't come."
Oh,
You know,
yeah,
when
I've
she's
seen.
talking
Yeah,
to-
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it keeps going over, and it's "Don't come," and then it's and then she's got Trump. "I'm gonna come," and then just drops the beat, and every girl on the dance floor turns around in disgust. And he's just standing there laughing at him. It is the best. I wish we could do a clip of that on here. It is so funny. It's the best DJ build-up ever. "I'm gonna come." It just floors the whole audience. Oh man.
What DJ was it?
I don't know. It was a bunch of white people in the audience, is all I know.
Oh,
But it
here we
was
go.
That narrows it down.
Blaming the white folk.
Always blaming the white folk.
them stinky whites, them dirty stinky whites. Oh man. So I was gonna
They
ask.
prefer the word hippie, okay?
He knows he's
Hippie,
one of
neo
them.
hippie.
He's one of them.
Hey now. I am what's called a day walker of hippies. I know how to be both.
Listen, you got.
He knows how to take a shower with baby wipes.
No, he doesn't.
Hey man, they didn't give me that in Thailand.
Yeah, that's right. He had to use that fish head juice.
Oh man, but the best one was the one where there was no running water and the toilet was just a hole in the ground that was overflown and crusted over. That was fantastic, and it was covered in blood and shit everywhere that was fresh from the night before. So there was like a big fist fight in there. So it was like, how do you want your hepatitis? Which way would you like it?
And apparently, Cameron, that DJ, that set was done at Hakkasan.
Oh really?
He was
Yes.
right. It was in Vegas.
Yeah.
So wow, that must have. I wonder if he ever got booked again. But that was fantastic. Like that's what a DJ is for.
That is what a
Dude, I
DJ
had
is
the-
for.
DJ
I had
Chaos.
the worst possible DJ experience in the Capitol this weekend, man. They booked me as a headliner to come down there, and I play like Chicago house and some deep techno and stuff like that. But
Did you play with DJ Khaled this time?
No, if I would have seen him, I'd be in jail again. But I get to this place and it's like my time slot's 2 a.m, right? So I'm like, okay, I've got some pretty hard techno prepared just in case, right? Like hard techno to me is like maybe 130 BPM and it's got, more still funky and whatever. But they booked me as a Chicago house DJ. So I roll up at like 1:30, go up the stairs to this place called The Cage. And when I open the door, this guy's playing what they call hard style. And it's like 160 BPM. So it's like, and I'm like, oh God. Like the system is completely redlining. I'm just like, oh dude, I don't have anything like this to play at all, right? So I get up there and he's like, all right, yeah. And I'm like, I have nothing to play to this, mate. You got to mix me out. He's like, you don't have hard style? I'm like, no. I don't know if you saw the flyer or not that you guys put out about me, but it says that I'm a Chicago house DJ. So no, I didn't bring anything like this. And he's like, okay, well, I'll try to mix you back in. So he tries to mix it down from 160 BPM down to 124, 124. And then like the whole place just leaves. And so I get on and I'm like, I start playing techno and then there's like one person in there who's the Monstralian. And then I'm standing up there and it's like this smoky, horrible club. Everybody's doing nitrous balloons.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, classy joint.
Which is, I mean, I like playing the balloon zombies. They're fun.
Balloon
Wop, 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 wop. So they're easy to mess with filters and stuff.
Just put
but,
Sandstorm on, you're fine.
Yeah. There's a really good remix actually where this guy took Baby Shark and turns it into Sandstorm.
God.
So I have that track. But
you
so
do.
I'm up there, and the first thing that happens is a guy comes in, opens the door, rocks up. I'm just me playing music. This guy beelines right across the club, comes right up to me, looks at me right in the face, and he's like, puts his hands up, and he's like, "What the fuck is this?" And I was like, "It's called Chicago House." And he's like, you. He just turned around. He just turned around and walked right back out and left his girlfriend on the dance floor. His girlfriend's like, yay, this is great piano house music. I'm loving it. And then he comes back and he's like, get the fuck out of here. You're coming with me. He straight walks up to me and tells me to go fuck myself in the middle of the club. And I wasn't even mad. I was like, that's pretty baller, bro. Like, that's pretty awesome. And then like there's 20 minutes, a 3-hour set. So mind you, that's all that happens in the first 3 tracks.
And you have
And so I'm just standing there in an
hours?
empty nightclub, and I've got 3 hours worth to kill, right? So I'm like, oh my God, this is going to be horrible. And then the 20 minutes before the close, this Japanese dude rolls in, and the big balloons are $15, right? And so nobody has spent a single like dollar. They use dollars here. And nobody spent any money in this club the whole time I'm there. Like nobody's come in, nothing. It's just like horrible, right? It couldn't be any worse. And this dude rocks in, and he sits there, and he does the balloons are like this. They're huge, and he does like a whole balloon, right? Just skulls it. I don't know how he had lungs that big. And then he's like sitting there, and he gets another one, and another one. And this guy did like 5 of these balloons in a row.
This is a practiced human being.
Damn.
This is.
Man, and he gets up with a 6th balloon hanging out of his mouth. And I'm like, okay, so I did a balloon the day before there just because why not? When in Rome. I did one of the small balloons. I did half of a small balloon, and I'm laying there for like a good 30 seconds, like, I'm like, drooling out of the side of my mouth, like fucking Adele's like holding me up. This guy's just like, boom, boom, boom. And then he like me standing up while I had done a nitrous balloon would equal catastrophe immediately. This guy stands up, and he just walks over to me with this giant balloon hanging out of his mouth, bouncing off of him. And he comes up and he looks at me with a sad look on his face. Takes in half of the balloon, and I'm like, oh God, what's he gonna do? What's he gonna say? And then he pulls out his phone and he shows me a video of what I'm guessing is his girlfriend making out with another dude. And then he just looks at it and starts crying, and then looks back at me, and I'm like, oh. I was like, oh, man. So, and he just turns around and he goes back over and sits down, and he takes the rest of his balloon, and he's just kind of going, and I'm like, oh, God. All right, I've got a bunch of super sad heartbreak house. Why not? Yeah. So I just start throwing down, like, the most, like, sad heartbreak, like, love songs, and he's just loving it. And he orders like another, 6-7 balloons while he's there. And then the guy from the bar
That's
comes
a
up.
fucking champ.
And I think the guy's going to come yell at me from the bar. He comes up and he's like, man, he's like, here, he gave you this. And I'm like, what? And the guy gave me a $10 tip. And I was like, oh, well, that's nice, And then he's the bartender's like, I was so excited. He's like, he spent $150 already. and I'm like, is that good? And he's like, yeah, he paid for like the whole night. Like, you're coming back. and so I played him an extra couple songs, and then I like let like an 8 or 10 minute song roll out, and then I went up. They paid me, and then I walk outside, and this dude walks downstairs. The Japanese guy. They turned on some other music, and he hated it and left immediately. And he follows me out, and there's a guy standing out there that just looks like scars all over his face, waiting for him. Japanese guy. And it was like the weirdest thing. He went from being all like and like loose, and then he walks out, and the closer he got to this guy, the more upfront he is. And then the guy walks up, and he said, and he was like, balloon. And he's like, oh, hi. And then they just walk away. And I was like, what is this guy? Like some kind of, because there's right next to this place, if you walk out of it and walk down the street, you turn right, there's a Japanese bar I walked into it. I walked into it because I'm like, okay, let's check out the area. And there's like an upstairs. And I asked the girl, I'm standing there with the Monstralian and a friend of mine. I'm like, hey, what's upstairs? And she looks at me and she goes, cocaine. The most matter-of-fact way I've ever been delivered that in my entire life. Like I'm a complete fucking idiot. Just like, cocaine. And I'm like, oh, Okay. Well, how much is it?
Gotta
Oh,
balance
man.
out the balloons, you know. Yeah.
It was wild times down there, man. But
When
yeah,
in Rome.
I guess I'm getting booked again. I'll have to.
Hopefully not after the last guy.
Oh well, no. The next time, luckily, it's my buddy, me and my mate Don Stone, and it's our whole night. So we're taking over from the beginning to the end. But oh man, Lane, if I would have brought you there, I thought about it actually when I walked in. I was like, oh, I wish Lane was here. You would have just walked in and you'd be like,
Nope. Turn around
No.
and leave.
I'm
outta
good.
here. Yep.
At least we
Classic.
all know
But
that's his reaction.
No, I'm good.
I've
I don't know
never
what
done
that
that
is,
before.
but no.
It's either that or he's going to turn into the bouncer and just start throwing people out.
To be fair, Lane most likely would have.
Oh, wait,
would have-
Cameron, you'll
Yeah.
appreciate this. So, obviously, I'm running a bar. We're going into slow season. And I had the inevitable. It's happened to me at almost every bar that I've ever worked with a slow season. And every casino I've ever worked at, it's been an idea. And they're like, you know what we should do for slow season? And I could feel it. I could feel the hair standing out the back of my neck.
Karaoke.
I'm like, we're not doing that. Yep.
Karaoke.
He said, you haven't even heard what I said yet. I'm like, don't have to.
Karaoke will be sensational.
Paid for by the governor of Nevada. Lane.
Like, it's not happening. And they're like, what? I'm like, we're not doing that. We're not doing that at my bar.
So Lane has a okay. So you have to understand. There's something behind this. There's a formula of how this works. It starts off innocent enough, right? Starts off. You have your DJ nights. You got your live music nights. Everything's good then. Things are good. That's school's in session. Everything's good. Now we get towards here's where the beginning of the end. Lane did the formula. He's got all the math on a board somewhere, and it makes perfect sense.
He's not wrong.
Somewhere
I
in
know.
there, somebody goes, we should do a karaoke night. To which the owner or bar manager replies, yeah, why not? It'd be fun to do one time. And then fast forward to that week, and now you have the karaoke night. Well, now that karaoke night, it does pretty well compared to the other nights.
Much like a hippie drum circle.
Much like a hippie drum circle and patchouli, it smells and it spreads very quickly. So now suddenly you have to have a karaoke night. Then karaoke night has to come along with the cheap drinks. So now you're suddenly the cheap drink karaoke bar. Now what happens after that? Well, Lane, you can tell them.
They just expand. It just keeps going.
You
It's
get more
mildly
karaoke
successful.
Nights. You get more karaoke nights.
Yeah.
Yeah, the problem is, much like drugs, it's a very quick hit in what becomes a very slow death.
What, are you saying karaoke is a gateway drug?
It is. It is basically if you're gonna start off with karaoke, you're gonna end up shooting fentanyl into your veins. You know what I mean? Like it's so what happens is it's not just that, because then all of a sudden you become a gimmick bar. You go from being a regular bar, then all of a sudden you're a gimmick. And then somebody will come along with the idea, hey, you know what we should do? We should do a country night. Yeah, that's a good idea. And then one of the guys goes, hey, I know the rep from Bud. And then they're like, yeah, we could probably get free cases of Bud Light and we can do a really good, cheap, now,
Double
Yep.
and then,
Bud
knowing
Lights.
you've done
and then eventually, someone in boots and a cowboy hat is ripping a urinal off the wall, and you don't know what happened.
That's right, Roadhouse.
Well, this is why you don't let Chad go.
now you have so that's when the Holdrens begin to come around and come out of the woodwork. Now you have effectively become a gimmick cowboy karaoke bar. And now what happens after that? Well, Lane and I both know because we worked at it. It was named Doc's Karaoke Bar and Grill. Where the only reason they hired me was because I was a very mediocre barback, but I could sing from behind the bar while serving drinks.
I don't know about
Which
that.
eventually led to the most trouble I've ever been in.
No, and let's hear that.
I don't think we need to hear that.
I think we need to hear it.
I mean, now I'm curious.
There was a guy. Now at this point, I had already suffered through Rojo's, and they're 4 karaoke nights a week.
Oh wow.
And then Doc's, who paid me as a contractor to open this bar. And initially it was like, we're going to do karaoke, but we're still going to do college stuff Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Okay, good enough, right? Because in San Luis Obispo, if you're not doing the college bar thing Thursday, Friday, Saturday, you're just giving away money.
Yeah. Right.
Cool. But this slowly graduated, and I don't know which one of the owners, probably Doc. No, it wasn't. It was, what was his name?
His wife.
No, it was the
his wife,
guy.
right?
It was, no, it was the restaurant, Raul. Was it Raul?
Oh, Raul. Yeah.
Who's like, we really need to be doing this on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. I'm like, no. We don't need to do that. They stopped listening to me. They were still paying me. It was fine. So we're going to do it. What happens. They start to die. I'm miserable. And this guy comes in and sings. And I wasn't very nice to him. And he sings, Toby Keith, I love this bar and grill.
I love this bar.
But that's not how he sang it. He sang, I hate this bartender, the whole song. And it was all I could do not to remove this person from the search engine of life.
I removed him.
We should remove this story when you're running for governor.
So, no, it's fine.
This is restraint.
This is character, right?
This is a reference.
Nothing happened
This
that
is the
night.
character building arc.
I did throw him out of the bar, but nothing happened that night. Fast forward about 6 months, and my buddy's golfing bachelor party. God, what was his Damon? It was Damon's party. Now, we had been taking shots in the parking lot starting at like 6:30 in the morning. So, you know. And this had been going on all day. After the golf course, we migrated downtown to a lovely bar called Frog and Peach. Now,
Frog and Peach?
the Frog and Peach.
Frog and Peach.
There's the Frog and Peach had these like covered sort of like almost cabana looking booths. And I was on the inside. And someone said, I think it was Cameron who said something to me like right here. And I looked at him, and over Cameron's shoulder, I see Guy. And I'm like, hey, that dude's here from Doc's. And Cameron's like, leave it alone. I'm like, nope, I'm going to go talk to him. And I reached up and grabbed the cabana and just pull-upped myself out of the booth. And then walked over and talked to him.
Uh-oh.
I gave him the most spectacular verbal abuse I've maybe ever given anyone in my life. And that's saying quite a lot. But I couldn't.
I've been on the other side.
But I will not throw the first punch. This was all bait, and I failed. It was disappointing. However, now mind you, this bar is owned by the bar company that I work for. I personally know the manager and the door guys and the bartender. And I did not think I could be this intimidating. Some of them, Cameron can back me up, training for professional fights.
Yep.
Again, I don't train for professional fights.
He just lives
I don't
heavy.
spar.
You're
I
a
just work
professional.
at bars. None of them, not a single one of them, came up to talk to me. And I got bored. Like, I'm leaving. So I walk outside. I don't know where he went. I went back to the booth and I talked to Cameron for a second. I'm like, hey, I'm gone. I'm going down to Marty's, which is where we went. But I walk outside and there's a circle of them, and dude is standing like in the circle. And I said a few more comments, and this is the first time he got out a sentence. First time someone that worked at this bar was brave enough to talk to me. And he goes, I said something to this guy. I don't remember what I said. And guy on the left, couple dudes over, like pipes in as said something derogatory. And I turned and I went, and you're next. And then the sea parted, and I walked down the sidewalk, and I went to another bar.
It's not that much trouble.
Cameron, should I go into the rest of the story? I mean, you were
Yeah.
there. You're familiar with it.
He's leaving out the Roadhouse
Yes.
part where he.
We have to hear the rest
keep
of this.
going.
So,
He needed
keep
some
going,
more whiskey
dude.
for that.
we're now at Marty's, which is my home bar. Not where I work. This is where I hang out. And we're doing whatever. And I see, so Marty's has like this accordion glass doors in the front. So it's wide open. I mean, it's closed, but you can see right through it. And I see a black and white creep by the window. Mind you, no one had told me that they called the cops, right? This is important later. I see the black and white go by. And I look at it. And then once it's out of like eye shot of the window, I see the cherries and berries reflecting off the tree out front. And I look at Cameron and I go, Cameron, the cops are here. And he's like, so? And I'm like, I'm pretty sure they want to talk to me. And he goes, and? And I go, I don't want to talk to them. I'm going to leave out the back. And I did. Now, mind you, left out the back. At this point, I'm relatively sober. I've stopped drinking. And I run up, I go and I get some coffee, and I'm like, oh, I could go see a movie. I go see a movie. I don't remember what I saw. Leave, like, get out. Now the night's done. This has got to be like 1:30 in the morning. I don't know. And I'm just walking out of downtown. And this, like, didn't even think about it. I see a cop go by. Like, this is hours ago at this point, and I didn't get into a fight or anything. Like, no one was injured. And she flips on her lights and she pulls me over. Well, like I'm walking. She stops me and she's like, hey, you're so-and-so. And I go, yes, I am. She goes, you need to sit right there. Okay. She's, reading me the riot act. And she goes, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm just trying to go home. My night's over. Am I cool to leave? And she goes, no. You're going to be arrested. Okay. So she writes me up. She does the first thing. I pretty quickly realize that she's new to the job. So she puts me up against the wall and she searches me and she goes, are you carrying any weapons? And I go, there's a pocket knife on my right hip inside my belt. And she goes, pull it out. I go, nope, you can pull that out. Feel free. So she pulls it out. Now, a couple minutes later, and she's like, what happened? I'm like, nothing. Why did you leave? I didn't know you were coming. Her watch commander and another officer show up. She goes around the corner with the watch commander. The other officer's there. Now he's talking to me. They're trying to interrogate me a little bit. And he's like, so what happened? Like, I don't know, I'm just trying to go home. He's like, oh, well, you're not going home. He goes, you're gonna be arrested for resisting arrest. I'm like, well, that's
I remember this.
That's curious. Now, in between this, like I'm talking to him, I'm asking a bunch of questions, right? So I know way more than I should. I'm throwing flags out like, hey, pay attention. This isn't going well for you. So I'm like, how'd you get here? And he's like, oh, I came from San Bernardino. I'm like, cool. How'd you like working in the jails? How'd you know I worked in the jails? Well, everyone that comes from San Bernardino, like if you do posts in San Bernardino, you're working in the jails for 2 years before you're on the beat. Like that's how they justify paying for your post. He goes, oh yeah. I mean, it was okay. Like, the smell's bad. It's kind of questionable. Cool. And then I'm like, I look at his holster. I'm like, then this is right when they started doing the pressures, like the push forward, unlock holsters.
Yeah.
And I go, how do you like new holsters? He goes, what? I go, I think it would be awkward having to, like, the unlocking mechanism to release the weapon. And he goes, it's a little awkward. He goes, but you get used to it. I'm like, that's cool. I'm like, so do you have your bachelor's degree or are you working on it? And he goes, what? I go, well, Slow PD won't hire you unless you have a bachelor's degree or you're in a program. And he goes, I've got like a year left. I'm like, right on, man. With criminal justice? He goes, no. He was getting in like English or something. I'm like, cool. So he goes, how'd you know that? I'm like, I just do.
Who is this guy?
And then he goes, and then we get to the point where he's like, you admitted to leaving the scene. I'm like, well, you have some problems there. And he goes, what? I go, you have some problems there. I go, first, I didn't know the cops were called. No one informed me. I'm under no reasonable limitation to stay without knowledge that you're coming. He's like, okay. I go, also, I asked if I could leave a long time ago. He goes, what? I said, I was on my way home. I asked if I could continue on my way home. And he looks at me. And he's like, I go, reasonable expectation that the suspect is free to leave the scene leads to. And he goes, custodial interrogation? I go, that's right.
Who is this guy?
So he's like, oh. All right, hold on. He goes, wait here. And he kind of backs up a few steps because they're around the corner, like in this little alley thing. And he goes, I don't remember his watch commander's name. But he's like, hey. And the lady officer comes around, and then he goes to talk to her, and she doesn't say anything to me. She's still fuming. I don't know why. I'm just standing there at this
Because
point.
you left the scene.
Yeah, you're a criminal.
So,
Definitely a criminal.
so the watch commander comes back around, and he goes to the officer. Now, there are certain limitations. The responding officer has the right to arrest in that situation. The watch commander can dictate the terms of the arrest, but not whether the suspect is arrested or not, generally, right? And this technically is a misdemeanor, so like, even though they'd be arresting me, they're not charging me. That has to go to the DA. Also important later. So the watch commander goes, hey, we're just gonna let this guy go home, I think. And she goes, no way, we're arresting him. And he goes, okay, well, if we're arresting him, we're just gonna RTO him. And he's still gonna go home. So they write me a citation. I have to go self-book the next, like it was on the weekend, so it was like Monday, right? So I get RTO, I fill out some paperwork there, leave, whatever.
Did you get your pocket knife back?
I did. Go back and it was this. In fact, it's the pocket knife that Cameron has. It was my Spyderco Police. He might have lost it.
He definitely lost that.
No. It's supposedly, I haven't been able to check it, but it's in the luggage that my ex kept for 4.5 years until Briscoe was able to free it. So it should be in there.
Anyway, go Monday, self-book, whatever. Fast forward, I get a call about, now I'm leaving town in like 4 days. I'm moving out of SLO forever, right? So I go in, do the thing. About 3 days later, I get a call from the DA. The actual DA, not an ADA. And he goes, all right. He's like, are you Lane Hagen? I go, yeah. He goes, can we talk a little bit? I'm like, sure. He goes, I just want to be clear what one of my district attorneys has to tell the judge when you show up. I'm like, cool. He goes, you were arrested for resisting arrest and then sent home for cooperating. And I said, yeah, that's about the gist of it. And he goes, I can't say that to a judge. He goes, we're just going to forget that this ever happened. It actually gets better than this. So I leave, right? No charges are ever filed, whatever. I leave. I move to Tahoe. I'm here for a few years. At some point, I apply to go open Red Hawk in Placerville. And they have to do a background check. Now, SLO, a little bit antiquated in how they keep records. They can't get, I put this on the record thing because Indian Gaming is real serious about their background checks. So I list it. You know, I was arrested but never charged. Whatever. Should be fine on a background check. Turns out it was. But they can't get the records. So they call me up and they go, hey, is there any chance they think they still have them in paper records, but you have to go and like call them and get them from them. We can't, but we need this to hire you. Yeah, sure, I'll call them. So I call them and I'm like, hey, I need to get records of an arrest from years ago. And the lady goes, okay. And she goes, do you remember the date? I'm like, it was like April 10th, 11th of the year. And she goes, what happened? And I explained it to her. And she goes, I remember you. What happened to that charge? She was the arresting officer that had now been subject to records.
Yeah.
And I went, oh, they didn't charge me. And she goes, why the hell not? I go, because it was a garbage arrest. She's all mad. She goes, give me an address. I'll send you the records. Thanks.
Did she end up sending you the records?
Yeah, I ended up working for Red Hawk.
See, if I were her, I would have made you drive your ass down there.
I mean, I happily would have done it.
In the criminal justice system.
Yeah.
And then she would have tried to arrest you again.
So when Lane was earlier saying about how what he said to the guy, So this leads us into the portion of the podcast where Cameron reads angry Lane messages from Facebook.
Hey.
Between
This
us.
segment is called Stranger Lanes.
Stranger Lane.
Lane
Yeah,
change.
That's from Josephus.
So this one's just a quick snippet of this is Lane and I talking about me wanting to do an event at the casino you guys are in right now.
Oh, we're reaching way back.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
No, it's not that far. It was when I came. It's when I got. No, this is when I got out of when I just got back from Thailand.
Yeah, but that's years ago.
Well, I guess that is a while ago now. So,
this is what he does in his
basically,
free time.
we'll put it this way for context: is we didn't agree that that this was probably going to work out very well. So he wrote. I told him I was like, all right, whatever. I'm going to stand aside. And he said, standing aside is your call, bud. I'm not going to entertain your tantrum. You've got some shit to prove at this point. Fucking deal.
Sounds like me.
I wrote.
Factually
Here's what
accurate.
I wrote back to. This is what I wrote back to him. So I write back to Lane. The place is a dead zone, man. Buy the room. Do a 4-wall. They booked this guy as a test run for the venue to possibly become relevant. When was the last time someone? God, I can't believe I wrote this to you. When was the last time someone that had an actual draw played there? The fucking Pointer Sisters? And so Lane writes back, go fuck yourself. These people that work hard with limited resources and massive policy constraints, you're a fucking bum in Mexico mooching off his girlfriend. Big picture.
Yep.
A day in the life of Cameron and Lane having a bad deal go down.
Definitely said that.
Christian has a question for you. I'm just going to tell him it probably never happened.
No to both.
No, to
Very, very no.
I can second that emotion. I remember she was not. That was.
Actually, the worst thing that came out of that was how pissed Tina was at me. She was so
God,
mad.
I forgot about her. She was so in love with you too.
Was she?
Oh, dude, you were the angriest human around. You were the only person angrier than her in her life that she ever met. Mind you, Tina was like all of 4'9" of absolute pure fury.
Just piss and vinegar.
Man, she could barely even see over the bar. And she was like, she looked like a white version of any dragon lady that you could imagine. It was like, you're like, what are you even? Like, I don't even know, like, where do you come from? And you would never want to ask her any questions anyway. But if you ask her that, good luck.
Very much the personality of a blackjack cleaner in Vegas.
Dude, she was ruthless. I've seen that chick stand up. I think I've watched her punch some dude in the mouth one time pretty good.
I
It was
believe
pretty
it.
Funny. She had the jump, and he wasn't even that tall. Yeah, Tina. Wow, I forgot about her, man.
She was so mad.
Oh, yeah? What happened?
I just got screamed at for a while.
Nah.
Next time I was at Marty's, I got yelled at a bunch.
I figured you just would have walked away from that. Like,
How did-
nope, not
so
doing
there's
this.
a reason why you left slow.
There's a lot of reasons, apparently.
No, why did I leave slow that time? But I'm not even remembering.
Because
Too close of a proximity to Bowman.
we were probably we were so essentially Lane and I had completed Phytography season 1, and everything had gone. So we were directing a television show, and it all kind of fell apart because the two fighters, one of them broke his hand, and the other one got popped for I believe it was methamphetamines the day of the fight. So the fight never happened. We had a contract with a company called Five Continents Television that was going to pay a really good amount of money for the footage. And when I told them what the ending was going to be, they were like, we don't want it anymore unless you shoot it again, and now it has to be about Chuck Liddell. And at that point, Chuck was now unattainable to us because he was higher. The UFC was getting much, much larger than it was when we started filming.
Oh, yeah,
we
that's when he started making
filming-
real money.
Yeah, we started filming right, like maybe 5 months, 6 months after the wrap of the first Ultimate Fighter. So the UFC wasn't what people think of now at that point in time. It was still very much like it was still very much like, oh my God, these people fight in cages and stuff. You know, it wasn't yet like, I think Ultimate Fighter had only aired a few months before that. Chuck, I don't think it even fought Randy Couture yet when we first started.
No, I don't think he
It was
had.
like yeah, because it was Couture. Yeah,
No, because didn't we watch that up here? You came to visit and we watched it at Lakeside, yeah?
No, that was Ortiz. That was when he fought Ortiz, I think. Well, no, that could have been Couture. We watched so many of his fights.
Yeah. No, I'm pretty sure Couture was at Lakeside with Perry in a suit. I feel like.
Yes, that was Couture. Yeah. That, and Perry was like so excited for the old guy.
Yeah.
For Couture, hoping for him to win. He was like, because I mean that was a close fight again, but then of course Chuck did what Chuck used to do to people. But so we had basically had that all happen, and then everything fell apart at the last minute. We lost the contract, and then Lane was just kind of like, well, turns out I've already done the college thing, and I'm fucking done, bud. I'm out.
That sounds like exactly like something I would say.
I tell you, it's exactly how you said it. I'm done, bud. Do you want my apartment? And I was like, I think at that point I was in negotiation to either move into your apartment or to take the one over the pool, and the one over the pool came available.
Yeah.
And that was when you got the most famous license plate in the world.
Oh shit. Yep.
That was when it was confirmed that Lane is in fact the devil.
Oh, his license plate was Fallen One.
I was so annoyed at that license plate.
I'll never forget the moment. It was so good.
I mean, I think it was because the delivery, like if I'd gotten it at any other time and just put it on the cart, it would have been fine, right? So it was just a random license plate that ended in 666. But when I pulled it out, they had it wasn't a P.O. box. It was like a mailbox unit for the apartments, right? Mm. And so there's I don't know what, 6 of us, 7 of us coming back from the bars drunk. We're just going to go hang out. And I'm like, I'm going to check my mail because that's a good idea right now. And I open it up. And I'm like, oh, my license plate. I pulled it out upside down and facing Cameron.
Oh, no.
And I'm looking at it at the back. And I was like, 999. And Cameron's like, nope. And I knew you were the devil.
Oh man, yeah, no, that was when it was official. I mean, it's been confirmed many a time over, but yeah, dude, you should see. If you guys went through the Facebook messages between Elaine and I since we've been Facebook
You'd
friends,
be horrified.
I'd be entertained. What are you talking about?
From both of our sides, dude. Oh man, but yeah,
there's a point where the gloves come off.
It's the burn notice thing, right?
Yeah.
It's just better if you and Cameron aren't in the same hemisphere.
We work really well together.
It's not that bad. Like 96% of it is cordial and productive.
Oh, I thought you were about to say it's Bowman's fault.
No.
Yes.
But there's a point at the end of the chain, like the other 4%, that's spectacular.
Well, it's always when I read back at what he was saying. Now I look at it and I'm like, he wasn't even being that mean. I was actually the asshole in this. I'm reading it back and you're like,
he's growing. He's learning.
Basically, he's like, well, he's like, look, I think it's a little late to try to book a decomp, and who's gonna he's asking me because the reason I wanted to do it in a casino was because back in the day, you used to be able to take over a casino, or you could four-wall it, and they would carry the insurance bond and all that stuff. Well, obviously quite a bit has changed since I used to throw events in Lake Tahoe in 2003, and Lane is educating me as such, and I'm just not having it.
Yeah. I mean, I was pretty strong. It was just factual presentations. Like, hey, these are the barriers we're going to face.
And Bowman's like, no, you're not listening to me. I know what I'm doing, man.
You're not hearing what I'm saying.
You're not hearing what I'm trying to do because you don't have the vision that I have.
Lane, the thing about Lane is, if you know him, he's fairly misunderstood in general when he communicates with humans.
Sometimes.
But when you take that and you take the Lane out and leave it only as just bare text, it doesn't always come off as the friendliest possible reaction to things. Which is fair. It's there's no need to sugarcoat anything. But sometimes it seems like he's just yelling at you. And you're like, well, fuck you. I'm going to yell it back at you then. Fine. And then you realize later, you're like, oh, he just has zero filter on how to present
he just hates
information.
everyone and everything.
I don't. This is what. No. Hold on. I don't.
Look at that. You poked the bear this time.
He has a theme song. It's from Slayer.
I
hate everyone equally.
I want to like everyone. This is where I start.
It's a strong want.
Yeah.
Yes, please tell us, Governor.
I want.
Wanting and
I
doing it
want to
are two
like.
different things.
I try to like everyone. With different people, the length of time that lasts is varied.
I can like you for 1 second, or I can like you for 10 seconds.
Oh my God! Were you around, Cameron, when I walked by the dude with the untrained dog on the leash outside of? We were walking up to.
I was telling this story like 4 days ago. I'm not even kidding. I was telling the story to somebody. Go ahead, dude. This is a classic Lane, dude.
I don't even remember what I said exactly or how it started.
I do.
But listen. I like even untrained dogs. I don't blame dogs for their idiot owners. I just don't. Right? I like dogs. They're really cool. If you have a bad dog, it's probably your fault.
Yeah.
Is that fair?
That's
everyone.
fair. We can
Everyone?
agree. Yeah.
Fair.
That's
So I
fair.
walk up on this dog, and he starts like he's trying to come off his leash at me, which I don't understand because most dogs really like me.
The horns were sticking out this time.
And I didn't start this interaction. The dude said something. Do you remember what he said to me?
He probably said attack.
No.
Said,
Hans Kiel.
no, he was begging for something. He wanted money.
Is that what it was? No, because he said something about
so-
his dog.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, though. You saw right
probably
through it. So
needed dog
what he
food.
said was, So he said the guy was like, "Hey man, like I need some dog food or whatever," and Lane's face. Oh, if I could just have had, if my eyes were cameras, how lovely the devil coming out in his eyes. And I remember him being pretty composed for a second, but it didn't last for very long. So keep going, Lane.
Okay, I can tell you how it ended. Because at some point he said something about his dog like attacking me. And I looked at him and I said, if I have to hurt your dog, I'm going to knock you the fuck out. Is that fair, Cameron?
Yeah, and I think so. The guy's like, I think the guy realized at that point in time that there wasn't much that he was going to be able to do, and that that Lane wasn't afraid of the dog, and most people I think had been afraid of this dog, and realized that he probably wouldn't be able to get away. And didn't you buy him dog food?
No, I did not.
That's not charitable.
That was
Don't-
you, Cameron.
Yeah, don't.
Someone did. Someone
So
did.
that was
I remember
me.
who was in the
The
group. Was
future
it you?
governor of Nevada would never buy dog food for a homeless person.
Well, no, so you have to understand, these kids weren't homeless, man. I'll go into that here in a second. No, but so I did actually buy dog food for the guy and proceeded to smack him in the face with it.
I feel like I might have given you some grief for that.
You more than
You
likely
did.
did.
You did.
Yeah,
not even a question.
yeah. No, but I did, to be fair, walk out and like the guy was sitting on the steps and Lane was a bit ahead of me, and I just fucking hit him in the face with the dog food. The guy was just like, "Whoa," and I was like, "Feed your fucking dog, asshole, and get the hell out of town. Like, get out of here." But these guys, these were those. Oh, I kind of miss them now with the new generation. But in San Luis Obispo, they had this thing where essentially it was the homeless train, right? You had these kids that were in their early 20s who they were fine. They had everything they ever wanted. They were just pissed off at their parents. And they started in Seattle, and then they would get shipped. Basically, the different city governments would pay for a bus ticket ongoing to the next place one way.
Yeah, they still do
And
that
for
in
whatever
California.
reason, you what?
They still do that in California.
Yeah, so this is where it's at in San Luis Obispo. So San Luis Obispo is it's the end of the line. San Luis Obispo doesn't pay for the tickets out of San Luis Obispo. So you have all of these like 20-year-old, they're basically little Starbucks cunts. They all have mom and dad's credit cards secretly, and they all wear punk rock shirts, and they cluster up on the sidewalks. And there was one specifically that I did quite like. And
Did you get her number?
well, no, it was a man, but not that would stop me. But he had this sign that said, "Bet you can't hit me with a quarter." And I was like,
Dude, I remember that sign.
"Yep." And so I went to the bank and I got a lot of 50-cent pieces. and proceeded to go there with like $100.50 pieces.
I'm sure for the record, he thought about quarters and then realized they didn't weigh enough.
I did. And then I got 50-cent coins and just sat there and was just like, wow. And he was just beating this guy, and he couldn't even be angry because I'm throwing more money at him than anybody else. And then what was funny is to watch all of his mates turn on him because they realize that it's 50-cent pieces that I'm throwing, and there's like $50 worth of 50-cent pieces all over the place. And then watch them all eat each other alive, and then the police come and arrest them. To which I stood there and thought to myself, should I walk away? Because they could probably arrest me, I would think, for doing what I did. And then I was like, what would Lane say? No, I have plausible deniability. He had a sign to say to throw the shit at him. And then I was like, I was thinking in my head,
it's not plausible deniability. It's mutual assent.
Okay, mutual assent. So, but I was like, then I started to really get in my own head, and I thought, well, but it did say bet you can't hit me with a quarter, and I'm technically throwing 50-cent pieces. So am I still liable under the law because I'm not actually throwing what I got all into my own head while I was watching them get arrested and
this for the record was a real conversation he had with me about the legal implications of 50-cent pieces versus quarters.
This is true.
Like, did you escalate
I
the
actually
problem?
thought about it when you said that the cops came. I was like, well, he was throwing 50-cent pieces, not quarters.
Yeah.
And that's just two quarters put together. He'll be fine.
Could you imagine think about it from San Luis, the police department of San Luis Obispo, and the amount of times that they saw myself and Lane and Corey, three guys who lived in the same house, come across their radar, and the ridiculousness of the stories that are surrounding it. One is resisting arrest with no charge and then being let go for being in compliance. And then another one is a guy hitting a dude in the face with dog food because he was begging out in front of 7-Eleven. And there's another one.
The cops just show up and they're like, "Oh, it's you guys."
Yeah, kidnapping.
What
in there
story?
somewhere.
What could you possibly tell us this time? I'm not even surprised at this point.
Well, I mean, the best one was when I got away
today.
I mean, the best one, yeah, exactly. The best was when I got completely away when I first went there with Holdren and then proceeded to go down there. And then within 3 years, I was actually a strategist on the incoming sheriff.
In hindsight, Cameron, there's a huge, in hindsight, and I never thought about it at the time, playing racquetball with one of the watch commanders probably did us a lot of favors.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Definitely. Well, and Liddell did too, because he was good friends with Ian, the guy who ended up becoming sheriff.
Dead.
And I was one of the strats. So believe it or not, I actually do have experience in political campaigns, which is why I'm the chief strategist for Stay in Your Lane.
And that's why he's running for governor.
Exactly.
Yep.
All right, Mon, you've heard all these stories. We've gone over some pretty wild ones, from puke fountain to Picasso painting in the bathtub, which is still funny. You got any good stories? Look at that. She's shocked. She doesn't know what to say.
Like, I don't know where to start.
Choose one. They're always funny. They're always good.
Well, I have a quarter story. Back in the days when I used to bartend in the Mission District in San Francisco,
Oh yeah, let's hear it.
I had a wonderful customer that decided that tipping me a quarter was going to be an efficient tip for 5 drinks. So I picked the quarter up off the bar and I flicked it back at her.
Now, when it hit her, did it bounce on her forehead, or were you aiming for chest?
It bounced off her back,
She was walking away.
and she proceeded to call the cops. And they showed up and tried to pull me out from behind my bar because she wanted to press charges for assault. And I said, "Sir, I don't know what you're talking about. There was a piece of ice on the bar and I flicked it off." I don't have quarters.
We only use dollar bills.
Yeah, people only tip dollars, sir. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what she's talking about. And then it became
Where
a
would
he
this
said,
quarter
she
have come
said.
from?
Yeah.
I don't have the quarter.
Quarter,
But
look.
I learned how to flick quarters, actually learning how to flick bottle tops. When people would not tip you at all after you'd open up a bottle, you'd flick the bottle tops back at them.
Oh yeah.
In the Mission District, back when it used to be good.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I thought it was a different kind of Mission District.
Back in the good old days, man.
So apparently
what
the
it's like down
setting
there
I
now.
changed on that camera wasn't good
Wasn't-
enough.
yeah.
We have to figure that out.
Yeah.
'Cause that battery should be lasting a lot longer.
I don't know which one.
I don't know if it's in
Probably
focus
not
or not.
as
I did my
safe and
best.
fun.
About an
As it
hour and
was.
30 it lasted.
That's weird. It's still, it should go for 3. So
Should.
there's a setting we got to fix.
Yeah, we'll mess with it.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Any good one? Any other good ones? Any embarrassing ones?
I never
you
did
have any
anything
weird-
embarrassing.
First of all, you are not a nun. Don't try to play it up. You are.
If I don't remember it
I
didn't
would
happen.
never. I would never do that.
If I didn't remember
Do you have any
it didn't
weird
happen.
stories, like crazy story, like this weird,
Hitting a
like,
hobo in the
scary
face with
stories?
dog food?
No, like scary stories. Like, so I'll start with an example. Maybe, then I guess you guys can, if you guys have any. So this one, I was driving up to Tahoe, and I was with my ex at the time. It was like about midnight, and we're on 50 going up. You know,
You
and
have a
it's,
lot of exes.
yeah, and they don't live in Texas. But yeah, one of them does. But so we're driving, and it's like almost midnight. And there's nobody on the road. It's kind of shoulder season, if I remember. And we're just talking, and we're listening to some music on the radio and the Rover. And it gets up towards Strawberry. And I had like the windows kind of down because now it's getting nice and cool. So I get mountain air, blah, 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 because I lived down in Santa Barbara at the time. And I hear like all of a sudden my ears start to hurt, and I can hear this like seriously high ringing. And I look over, and the same's happening to my ex, right? And then the music I'm playing starts to skip, and it's like, and there's like this crazy sound coming out of the radio, and I'm like, really, really, really high pitch, and it almost felt like it was penetrating through the car, and I was like, fuck, man, and I like looked up, and right across the road is just like, because I had slowed down quite a bit because I couldn't quite see because my eyes were rattling. It was so high pitched, and I see there's just blood all over the road, right? And it's like steaming still, and it's like fresh. And I was like, of course, I'm like, it's no big deal. It's just somebody hit a deer or something, right? That's my thought. And then we drive over to the blood, right? And I'm like, that was fucking weird. And the noise goes away, music goes back to normal, right? Seems like nothing really happened. No big deal. Somebody hit a deer. They must be fine. There's no car around anywhere. I didn't see any car parked anywhere. I didn't see anybody. So we keep driving just past Strawberry about 5 minutes. And then all of a sudden these headlights come up behind me, and they're riding right up on me, man. I mean, it looked like they were going to rear end me. They're going so fast. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? And it looks like he's trying to pass me, but then it looks like he's not. And so I slow down just to let him pass. And then he pulls past. And it was like this truck, and it had like a magnet on the side that was obviously thrown on quite hastily. And I don't know, it was like a cleaner's. And drove by, it looked like there was what looked like a bloody handprint on the right-hand side of it. And it kept driving. And I was like, what in the, and it just, boom, like took off. Like there, right, you know the spot where you get to Lover's Leap? And there's that sharp corner?
All the switchbacks.
Yeah, it was hammering in this box truck, just like driving like a race car driver. I was impressed that they didn't flip. And I was like, damn, what the was that? And then I looked down, and the clock, because this was like right before midnight, it was just past 2 o'clock in the morning. And I was like, what? There's no way, because this was all in about 10 minutes time. And I remember I was looking at the clock just before, because usually when I would get to that spot, when I see the sign that says strawberry, then I check what time it is, so I can usually tell Lane or one of my other friends, like, hey, I'm going to be in Tahoe here shortly, right? And see if anybody's still around. And so like 2 hours had passed in that like 10-minute period of time, according to my car, right? So I'm thinking to myself, oh, it must have been some kind of glitch, blah, blah.
No, you were probed.
So we checked our phone. We checked our phones, and sure enough, 2 hours had passed. No time in between, from about 10 minutes to midnight. And between Strawberry and Lover's Leap was how long it took 2 hours to pass.
That was
I have no explanation for it,
bro.
Now, to be fair, I have done a lot of that. But,
He's all flashback is not outside the realm of possibility.
This is why he doesn't do those nitro
the problem
balloons.
was there was another human. There was another human there too. If it was just me, I would absolutely think that, yep, I probably just had a psychotic break again and wandered around in the forest for a while. And let me check the back of the Land Rover to see if I have any meat back there that I accidentally caught. But since there was another human involved, I was like, what the hell? But yeah, I never figured out what happened. Do you have any stories like that? Like weird stories, like hauntings or anything?
Nobody has stories like that because nobody does as much acid as you do.
No hauntings? Nothing?
No. Nothing fun. I stay at different hotels, and they're like supposed to be haunted, and I'm like, it's gonna happen this time. So anticlimactic.
Maybe you're the one doing the haunting.
Oh, that.
So
They don't call me Demonica for no
exactly.
reason.
True. We got Blue-Eyed Devil over there and Demonica over there. Casey, I think we're in the wrong room. So
I wonder.
My closest one was when I was living on post, and that was like my back door to my garage kept opening because I lived upstairs, stairwell down into the garage, and it kept opening. So I changed it to a deadbolt, new key, everything. For some reason, every time I woke up in the morning and went down there, it was unlocked. So either A, I was sleepwalking, or B, I was haunted. And my stove would go off, and in every room of the house, including the closets, there was rosaries and crosses put up everywhere when I went in there. And I thought it was weird. And I took half of them down,
and then put them all
that's
back
when
up.
like all that stuff started happening. All the stove started clicking. I'm like, it has to be a faulty wire. And then I never took the one out of the closet. The only place that didn't make any sounds at that point.
You need to burn some sage in that house.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Get rid of the evil
North corners.
spirits.
North corners.
I didn't. Basically, what I did was I named the ghost Piccolo, and I just walked around and dealt with it. I'm like, I don't care. Don't blow my house up.
Yeah, that'd be kind of freaky with the stove turning on.
Yeah, I just had my kids just had my oldest that same year, and I'm like, I wonder if I'm gonna see some poltergeist shit. See the baby float out of the crib, like, ooh. That's my closest one.
We completely skipped over a topic that I thought was amazing that Josephus threw into the chat.
Go ahead.
Squatch videos.
Oh, the Squatch videos. Those ones are always funny.
Dude, the Squatch videos are amazing.
With the deepfake stuff, it must be great now.
Oh, I bet.
My favorite are always the ones where he's like, I told you I can't drink milk or have dairy. And he just blows up in the car, shit everywhere. Girlfriend's freaking out, car swerves.
Oh yeah, the random Bigfoot like
Yeah.
The AI ones.
yeah, those are
The AI
fantastic.
ones are so good.
Those and the Stormtrooper ones are pretty good too.
They have new ones from what's that video game? Helldivers. And
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah,
the aliens talking about, we invaded Super Florida, and this guy was riding a crocodile with a 50 cal, just shooting, taking us out, and just calling us every name in the book. I'm still scarred from that night.
Is that the clip? There's one where the guys like, they were like, when we got back to the transport, like they tell this whole story, like when we got back to the transport, they had written in blood on the side, send more troops.
Exactly, that's the one.
Yeah.
That's the same
Yeah.
videos.
Same guys. Those are hilarious.
This AI
I'm
stuff is getting
unfamiliar
good, though.
It's getting out of control, man.
It's entertaining, though.
Well, it's interesting for me to see like people, like some of my older friends, some people that Lane knows too, and you guys know, that just fall for every one of them that comes out, and you're just like, oh man, that is so AI, it's ridiculous. Like it's so easy to see, and they're like, no way, man, no way, it's absolutely real,
it's happening.
100% real.
I mean, I guess if you're in
Like-
Florida, it's hard to tell the difference, but
No, I mean I've seen some intro. I mean, so we do like for most of these tools, they're so expensive that most people can't really use them. But you can do out of like Pakistan and India, you can do group buy deals. So I'm experimenting with some of those now to make some AI deep fake videos
wow.
for Lane's campaign.
Look, you don't even have a campaign now.
Yeah, AI is just going to campaign and win.
Just listen, I just want an endorsement from Vader. That's fine.
we'll get it for you. It'll be easy.
It's out in the world now. It's going to happen.
For sure. Josephus
Yeah, I was
is going to
figuring-
work on that right away.
Yeah, we'll have to get a meeting with you and Settlemyre, man, at some point.
Yeah.
That'll be good. But
Yeah.
oh, you there?
Yeah.
Sorry, I got quiet. I was waiting for more stories. Monica's shy over there.
I know. I'm so tired tonight.
Dude,
I'm not my normal talkative
The
self.
closest I've ever been in a room that felt like it was haunted. Like and it wasn't like the only room I've ever like would make the hair on the back of my neck stand up was one of the bars I worked at when I was a kid is called Rojo's, right? Mm-hmm. Rojo's had a hand dug basement. Was a showroom. And so you'd walk in on one corner downstairs in this janky fucking basement.
It still is.
And then you had to go to the far side behind the bar and then go into this hallway, also hand dug, obviously, and all the way down to the end. And that's where you did the night drop in the safe. And what was creepy about it, and like I knew what it was, and it was still creepy. So Rojo shared a wall with an animal hospital. And they would hear you walking down the safe, and they would start like whining and crying through the wall.
Moving around.
And
rustling.
something about that was just creepy as shit.
Nope.
Some
Not going
creature
down there.
comes out of nowhere, crawling on all fours backwards at you. No.
Yeah, that would sound awful. It's like,
It
that just
did.
sounds terrible. Oh, Rojo's. What an absolute disaster mess that place has always been. But I did have many a great night there. That's for sure.
Apparently, it's the only place in
Karaoke.
town still doing like house music on weekends.
Yeah.
They're like bringing in like DJs, and it's like the new underground spot to go to. According to the
How
young
that
kids.
place remains relevant is incredible. Through the years, Rojo's has never. I mean, Lane and I almost bought it for a minute. But
I tried to buy it for a minute too.
I never tried. I was working for the owner at the time, and he's like, you should buy this place. And he gave me a number, and I went, nope.
I went and had a meeting with him, and he gave me a number, and I said, nope.
Yeah.
That number was high then.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, the furthest it got was Lane brought it up to me. I remember that. And both of us were, yep, exactly. Nope. Like,
Yeah, I did it like
it's
after the
ridiculous.
fact, right? Because I have that like second guessing thing happening. And I was talking to Cameron, and I was like, hey, He offered to sell me the place. I don't think it's worth it. He's like, what's the number? And I told him, and he goes, you're right. Yeah.
Especially with that haunted basement.
Fuck yeah.
No, that place. I mean, it's got. It has to at least be grandfathered in a number of ways that would be useful. But other than that,
Yeah, I mean, if
it's
completely
such a-
on accident, it's just been around so long. Like, they had no permits for that basement. They dug it out in the middle of the night over like 6 weeks.
They Shawshanked the basement.
Yeah, so there was a small basement storage that existed, and they dug it out to match the entire footprint of the restaurant above.
Wow.
Yeah.
Was it done right?
I'm
That's a
surprised it hasn't
curiosity.
like
No, it's
sunk in.
it's like a
Right?
sweat dungeon.
There's
down there.
almost no chance it was done right.
Like I'd be worried about the whole
fire hazard.
everything coming down
Yeah,
on
no,
top of you.
I am surprised it hasn't like shrunk a story
Yeah.
into the ground.
Yeah.
When did they do that? I wonder.
Some locals and some shovels.
When did they dig it out?
Yeah.
77.
Yeah, that was good. Man,
They
I was.
should have dug out the
it's-
sewage pipes too while they were doing it.
Yeah, right.
They're like, no, fuck
Every
that.
once in a while, I get wrangled into bartending downstairs for a show, and I just despised every bit of it.
Oh God.
Do you have
I
a,
remember
a
that.
puke bucket next to your tip bucket?
Didn't I do some kind of show there, event there, and you were downstairs bartending?
Yeah,
for
I
it,
don't
if
remember what it was, but you did.
Yeah, that was early days of me as a promoter. It might have been Bionic Gorilla Project.
It probably was. They played there a couple times.
Yeah, they were like, well, I was their manager, so I would imagine that was fun. Those guys were
Bionic
great. They were a
Gorilla.
great band.
Back in the Hoss Hog days.
Oh, fucking hog.
Oh yeah, the Hog was so good and so bad.
There aren't many people left in this town that remember the hog.
That's
before
right.
my time.
Yeah, Hoss Hogs, man, was right up the street. Cosmic Freeway used to play there all the time.
Hog is back like that was like the penultimate shithole for sure. And it was like the worst. And I remember there used to be like these wannabe biker gangs that would come through there. You know, and you're just like looking at them with their patches on, and you're like, you're not even real. And then Tony's dad would roll through town with the Angels, and those guys would all suddenly like cockroaches disappear when the light came on.
Yeah.
Because Tony's dad would do a ride once a year on the way to Reno, and he'd stop up there at the Hog, and that was always pure violence. As soon as that would go on, that was ridiculous. Tony's dad was something else, man. That guy was Marvin. He was a true hell. He was the I think it was the director of arms or something for the San Jose chapter.
Sacramento, he was the treasurer.
Yeah. Okay.
He was
Yeah, he
always,
was-
I don't understand, like, he was always so cordial to me. Like, he was one of the nicest guys in the world to me.
He was really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same to me.
Every time
You'd
we went over
never
to his house.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he bought me when I was like a really young kid, because Tony was my first friend when I was like 5 years old. He bought me a Ghostbusters, like this was like the cool Ghostbusters with the pack and the traps and everything, because he didn't want Tony to be alone. So he bought all of his poor ass friends like us. He bought us all suits, and one of my little buddies went in blackface. Yeah,
Ooh.
that did happen.
Well, he
I'm not
wasn't a
gonna name-
Navy SEAL, so it was probably not good.
I'm not going to name who they are because they're actually a high-level lawyer now out of Manhattan. So I definitely don't want to dox
not
them
burn
for
that bridge.
blackface.
It sounds like you're already doing
Cameron
it.
might need that later.
For sure.
Might need to make that phone call.
All right.
Oh,
We're getting
Yep.
close to 2 hours real fast. What did you guys think of the whiskeys?
I like the mystery one.
Yeah.
Mystery one's
I thought it
good.
was
Yeah.
very good. I think I like the Age Taylor or the Elijah Craig Barrel Proof more.
You didn't like the middle one?
I did. I liked it a lot,
Oh,
but
okay.
I liked the Elijah better also.
the middle one had.
That's just off flavor.
I mean, I
Had
could
a
narrow it down.
vanilla
Yeah,
scent.
it had the heat cycled thing going on.
Yeah.
So it's like Woodford,
I think it's
Old
1792.
Forester. I don't know if they heat cycle 1792.
I think it is.
It had that like heat cycled roughness to it.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Are we ready to know what it is then?
I feel
Well,
like
what would you?
what would
so-
you
I
pay?
feel like it almost has like a vanilla to it. Like a small scent of vanilla.
I think, yeah, it does. I think it costs more. I thought so. Yeah, I think it's. I'd go to like.
I was gonna go 60 because that flavor.
I'd go to like 85. I
85.
don't mind the heat
I
cycle
was
note.
in the 75 range,
Yeah.
but like I said, I thought it was 79 too.
I
I
think
thought it was very good. I just that this one particular Elijah Craig barrel proof
It's really
was
good.
phenomenal.
Yeah,
really
it's really
nice.
good.
so.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
thing with this one, I just think it's because of the cigars.
Yeah.
I think that's what's throwing it off and giving it that heat cycle flavor more.
But the Blanton's is just Blanton's, right? It just tastes like
Yeah.
Blanton's. It's like a subtle,
You
sort of
You get what you're gonna get.
dark, like oak aged apple juice.
Fair.
Elaine, you're gonna have to read Josephus' book. He's sending you the first few pages.
Oh,
Oh,
perfect.
fun.
He wants your opinion. He'd be honored.
All right.
He's being serious.
Yeah, I'll be happy to give it.
You know, you really don't want Lane's opinion.
Let's see. So, interesting enough, this is Old Forester Barrel Pick Rayleighs.
Oh, sweet. That's the Rayleigh's pick?
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah.
Okay.
They always do a good job.
Yeah, they pick good barrels.
Like I said, I think it was the cigar for me is what was causing that issue.
The only Old Forester I haven't gotten the heat cycle on is that King Ranch that
Oh, yeah.
Christian sent us.
Oh yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
That was tasty. That was tasty.
We could use some more, you know.
Conveniently, we know a guy.
That we do. Oh yeah. Speaking of, so I got an email. I didn't get it.
Oh yeah, I didn't get it either.
Did you get it?
I did not.
I didn't
didn't
check
get
my
it either.
wife's. We're talking about Old Forester's birthday bourbon.
Thanks.
We were trying for it. I gotta check in on my wife's email. I haven't done that yet.
It didn't come across any of the three of mine, so
Sad.
He's so
I've
elusive.
never gotten it.
3
We're trying.
emails.
The only birthday bourbon I've ever had was in here when Kevin threw his birthday party.
Yeah, and it had glass in it.
No. It broke after I had some.
is that why it was so crunchy?
That's what a strainer and cheesecloth are for.
They also,
We got
I mean, they
this.
put
We got this.
It's not distillery only. That's just the guarantee. They sell it to restaurants.
That's guaranteeing it though.
Yeah. I might be able to sneak a bottle somehow.
God, I hope you can. I want to try it at least once in my life.
Lane for governor.
Don't make campaign promises you can't fulfill.
It's very good. The nose is better than the flavor.
But we don't.
It's
know.
still
That's
very
disappointing.
good.
We just don't know about this barrel yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if you can get one, I'd be interested to try it.
Okay.
We opening it on your birthday?
I don't know. Depends on when we get it.
True.
It'd probably be on your birthday.
That's in like a month.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's going to be in the market in the next 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Fair. I'm trying to take off the 31st to the 7th again for, anniversary, birthdays,
Yeah,
all
yeah.
that fun stuff.
Going to Six Flags again?
I don't know. Maybe I'll think about it. If it's snowing, I'm going to the mountain.
Yeah.
But I highly doubt it. I never get that lucky.
Bust out the board.
Right? But
I'm just thinking about the snow forecast for the first part of the season.
does it look good?
No, I think we're going to be a little dry early.
Does
Sorry,
it look
buddy.
good on the end?
Yeah, it's supposed to be good
Lane's almanac.
into January and February.
He is. He's my almanac guy. This is how I know when to plant,
The
too.
tail end of the season is supposed to be pretty good.
Okay.
Right now, the path is mirroring 2011, 2012.
Oh, okay.
One of those years.
Yeah.
All right.
It'd be the opposite for us over here in Cambodia. No snow, but we
sweaty
actually
balls.
might. We might actually. I'll know next week. We might take over one of the big nightclubs on an island here. I should know, and sometime by the next podcast, I might know.
And sometimes I keep thinking that you're on nothing but an island.
It kind of feels like a giant island. I will say this place is very different to anywhere I've ever lived, and it feels very insulated.
Are you sure?
I
Because
guess
I mean, you were just across the border a few years ago.
Yeah, I'm hoping not. I'm hoping that border does not become me just across the border again here.
Fair.
Right now, it's still holding the ceasefire, but
The Peace Fire.
they literally did. They came and they ceasefire. That'd be a great name for a punk band. They did actually kidnap 38 Cambodian villagers, the Thais, and just took them. They just took him.
What does the Department of War have to say about this?
Oh, yeah, is he actually going to name it that again? That'd be great. Well, if they were Americans, they probably wouldn't care either. But no, if it was me anyway. But yeah, so there's like 38 of them that have been detained, and they're just in Thailand now.
All
Nothing
right.
can be done.
We're probably going to have to cut it short here soon. We're losing cameras left and right now.
Oh shit, who's
Yeah,
out?
right.
The Sony.
Oh, yeah.
The normal one.
The
you
normal
know.
one. Yeah.
Somehow it made it
Fucking
longer than
Sony.
yours, though.
Christian wants us to give Monica tequila. No, Christian, that's dangerous.
Tequila does not make my clothes fall off.
No, but she gets really angry,
Yeah, it makes her fighty.
I'm better on whiskey.
which is why we're drinking bourbon.
Join us for
Shot
the
of
after
Wayne on a
show.
bird, throwing all those-
Unless it's Clase Azul or 1942, I'm
Oh.
not doing tequila.
Knock it off. Our tequila is so much better than both of those. You
Like
need to
Mezcal,
stop drinking
personally.
both of those immediately.
Yeah.
Hold on, wait.
Just come here. They'll get you set up.
Hold, please.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
We're
Wait,
trying
are
it this
you
time.
Dun,
Blanco,
dun.
Repo, or Añejo?
Anejo.
Okay.
Oh.
Look at that.
Oh, look, Christian, you might get your dream come
Hey-yo.
true.
Yeah, but
Too bad. Too bad the camera's off now.
Oh no, it's about to be back on. It's on the charger, right side.
1942 radio show.
If only you had the little.
Radio killed the radio star.
Go back to the old style. This just in. She goes crazy on tequila. She's gonna burn the place down.
This segment is brought to you by Autobot Spark Plugs, the only spark plug for you.
Oh look, they came back.
We are.
You know, we're trying to get more viewers. One more button. Oh, here we
More
go.
of that.
Here you go.
Yeah, show off the assets.
They told me to wear something sexy, and I'm so sorry.
She's like, I'm tired.
I initially had something picked out, but by the time I landed in Reno after all the delays and got back to Tahoe, it was not happening today.
Fair. You hit a lot of delays.
We had a ground stop in Denver for weather. We had to abort landing once for wind here. And I was like, oh, they're going to divert us to Sacramento or Vegas. I know it. But luckily, round 2, we landed. So,
All right, Lane, what did you get her?
Fleur de Lis Añejo.
of course, he did.
Of course.
Can you get Fleur de Lis at your restaurant?
Fortaleza?
Uh-huh.
Yes. I serve it.
So, my buddy was just in from New York, and he works at a private golf course up in New York, and I guess they can't get Fleur de Lis up there.
I can't.
Is that an import issue, or is that just because?
No, they produce a very small quantity. It's still a family operation, and they produce. They haven't expanded, and they won't compromise their production standards.
That's why there's such a good company in there. Tequila's so good.
Yeah.
Try it.
I just had some at Divided Sky the other day.
Yeah. I get the still strength too.
That's nice. It's not going to make my clothes come off, though, Christian.
Have to try a little harder than that.
Dang, this actually tastes really nice
Yeah,
right
the
now.
fluid is good. Yeah. It's all super chilled too. Ah.
I know. I haven't had tequila in a while. Ooh. We might have to party after this.
Hey-o.
You should have started me with this, Lane.
But we had to
You
get
should
to
have
the
said
bourbons.
something. I didn't know you were a tequila drinker. We have all 3 back there.
I drink everything. Lane.
If it's booze, she drinks it. Let's
Okay.
be fair.
I think do we still have beer back there too?
I think the Addictivo's gone, Christian. I think we finally poured off the last of it.
We did. We're at Addictivo.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was good.
Explosivo.
Dude.
The Dos
Disappointed
Equis.
Lane's
I
face.
forgot the
Bowman.
Dos Equis guy was on the other end.
Well, yeah.
Was it ran into the Dos Equis guy the other day? I think I finally broke Casey.
Thanks, Wayne. Toughest guy in Letterkenny's on the podcast.
All right, are we done? Are we getting out of here?
Send us out. Take us home.
Who is it? Me?
You. It's on you.
Oh,
You're the
shit.
pretty one, remember?
Yeah.
Oh,
know
wait.
how that works.
She's the pretty one.
Yeah,
could
we have a whole other pretty one.
Yeah,
She-
but
she
she's
could
not.
do it.
She's not running for governor.
That's true. Governor,
You need
take
to
us
speak
out.
speak to our constituents.
All right, hey guys, thanks for playing along. We'll see you next week. If you made it this far, do YouTube things. Thanks for watching.
This message is sponsored by
Thank you.
See you next week. Bye.